The world we inhabit is not as free, or certain, or safe as you might think. The things that you believe to be unassailably evident are little more than shadows dancing behind a curtain, a masquerade crafted and dutifully upheld by an organization known as the Foundation. The file you are about to hear contains containment procedures, descriptions, testing logs, historical and in some cases first-hand accounts of the anomalous objects the Foundation serves to secure, contain, and protect. Its contents have been thoroughly scrutinized by the Ethics Committee and approved by the O5 Council for release to trusted associates of the Foundation. This is SCP Unredacted. Item number SCP-5832. Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. A Foundation front company has purchased the building containing SCP-5832 and falsely classified it as condemned to discourage trespassing. A single guard is to be stationed on location to ensure security. The entrance to SCP-5832 is to be monitored via remote surveillance. Description: SCP-5832 is an apartment consisting of a hallway with two opposing rooms at its end. Those who enter the area are entirely unable to vocalize. Other deliberately generated forms of noise, like clapping or playing an instrument, are possible, and other sounds are not affected. Evidence suggests that the anomaly was at one time inhabited, though the apartment seems not to have been entered for at least 2 years. A small metal placard under the apartment number reads, Department of Abnormalities. The leftmost room appears to be a child's bedroom, painted pink. The paint has no anomalous properties, but contains dangerous amounts of lead and has peeled heavily. The contents of the leftmost room are listed as follows: a 16-pack of Crayola crayons and a Disney Princess activity book. All images of Prince Adam from Beauty and the Beast have been colored over and scratched out in red. The red crayon has not otherwise been used. A Webkinz plush black Labrador retriever. In several places, its fur is crusted over with an unidentified substance. A Nintendo DS and a cartridge for Animal Crossing Wild World. The game was functional in all aspects, save that when an NPC was engaged in conversation, no dialogue would appear in the resulting bubble. The player character's personal commentary on achievements or actions was also missing. Other text was not affected. Based on the presence of certain time-locked features in the game, it had been played continuously for at least 9 months. A white wooden dresser. Contents of the dresser include a charm bracelet with one attached charm resembling a birthday cake with 7 candles. Also found inside were several opened and partly emptied packages of Pull-Ups disposable training pants and 3 identical Disney Princess t-shirts in a child's medium size. All 3 shirts are heavily stained. The rightmost room is a small bathroom with linoleum flooring. It contains a pink toothbrush and a tube of Crest children's toothpaste, as well as a plastic booster stool under the toilet seat. No toilet paper or other hygiene products are present. There's a large crack in the bathtub sealant. The sink and bathtub faucet are functional and non-anomalous. Water samples taken from the toilet reveal trace amounts of amniotic fluid. These traces persist despite multiple flushes. A plastic cup sits on the bathroom counter. The contents have congealed, but chemical analysis revealed it to be a mixture of apple juice and mifepristone. Thank you for listening to this podcast. If you like what you hear, follow the link in the description to patreon.com/scpunredacted and help support me by becoming a patron for as little as $3 a month. You can get access to production logs, merchandise, recognition, and even a part in a skip. Regardless of tier, all patrons get early access to every single episode. I don't have the talent it takes to write a skip. All I do is read. Original authors make this podcast possible, so credit to the original author. Their link's in the description. Show them some love as well. Consider becoming a member of the SCP Wiki. Upvote their work and maybe write a skip of your own. Maybe I'll read it here someday. You never know if you never try. The content of this podcast and content relating to the SCP Foundation, including the SCP Foundation logo, is licensed under Creative Commons Sharealike 3.0, and all concepts originate from scpwiki.com and its authors. This recording, being derived from this content, is hereby also released under Creative Commons Share-alike 3.0.